Hey everybody, it's me from Talking Draft, and today is Taco Tuesday, which means that you get to watch me live do a talking draft of a completely improvised scene based on a completely random story prompt while eating a taco. So, let's talk about it. Okay, now that I've had my Taco Tuesday taco, I'm going to do a Taco Tuesday talking draft, and you're going to watch as I do a scene completely improvised in real time. Dialogue and action lines based on a story prompt generated by AI. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to talkingdraft.com and you're going to sign up and log in. Meanwhile, I'm going to go over to our Talking Draft Discord where there's a writer bot that will generate for me a story prompt, just one of them, and it's the story of the day. People either fall for me or try to kill me. Little did I know that today it would be both. Well, interesting character. So I'm going to grab that and head over to Talking Draft. And I'm going to start this new story. LoveKill story is the name of this story. I'll fix it later. Now, the story structure I'm going to base this on, I'm just going to use something really simple like the Aristotle outline. Beginning, 2 parts, middle, end. 90-minute movie. Maybe it's a rom-com, maybe a dark rom-com. Click Create Story. And now we are in our outliner stage. Outlining a story with Talking Draft is a simple matter of defining the sections of your story. Big picture view, just a few words about the large sections of your story. And once you've done that, you pick a section and you drill in and you begin to define the individual scenes that flesh out that section with a short description. Quick reminder of what happens. So, I imagine that this story in the beginning is we see our main character, Alan, before he meets Joe. And then the next section is going to be Joe on their own. And then the next section is going to be Joe meets Alan. Now, this is a whole section of the story. It's going to be a bunch of scenes, probably a bunch of dates. Let's create a scene that's a date. I'm just at a restaurant. They eat, they heat, they eat. Things haven't taken a turn for the murdery yet. For now, it's still pretty good. And when I'm ready to start transcribing my scenes meet, the dialogue, the action, that's when I click this little microphone button and it launches a transcriber. You'll notice this thing looks like a number pad because these numbers here, 1 through 9, they correspond to the numbers on your keyboard. And when your characters have a conversation, how are you? Not bad. You simply delineate who says what with a press of their button. As long as you name that button, which I'll do now. So it's Alan is one of the characters. And the next character is Joe. And then this one is going to be a waiter. Sure. 3-person scene, classic. Now, when you're ready to start transcribing your scene, creating the dialogue, if you can picture it in your head, then you can write it using the Talking Draft method. You click this microphone icon. The first thing that's going to be transcribed is an action line or a stage direction. And then watch my fingers as the conversation now unfolds. And action. The waiter leads the way through the restaurant, winding around tables as Alan and Joe walk behind, furtive glances at each other. Right this way. Will this do? The waiter stops beside a beautiful table overlooking the valley. Wow, this will do nicely. Very well. I'll be right back with some waters. Thank you. Thanks. Wow, that's amazing. Indubitably. What's that mean? Indeed. Huh? Yes. Oh, okay. Waiter. Yes. The waiter scurries back. Could you bring me a dictionary and or a thesaurus? Sorry? What is that? A thesaurus is a book for dum-dums. I'm sorry, I don't have one of those. Very well. Alan shoos away the waiter. Are you making fun of me? No, I'm making you fall in love with me, dum-dum. Okay. Pause. The scene's going to go on, but for now I'm going to stop because I want to show you what comes next. Imagine I had other scenes on my outline. I could move to the next scene with these buttons here. For instance, I could also add a scene directly after it, which is interior bathroom. Now I imagine in this scene someone is either talking to the mirror or someone else. It'd be pretty strange if they went to the bathroom together, although that could be a funny scene. So I'll try that, and I'll reuse a cast of characters from a previous scene. Either way, whenever I'm done and I'm ready for actual revisions, like the job of writing, you're going to want to do that in your screenwriting software. At talkingdraft.com, there's a help page with instructions on exactly how to do the import from our little export file, which is found here when you click on the name of your story and export story. This little tiny text file gets spit out. Our help will show you how to open this file in your screenwriting software, whether it's Fade In or Highland. I'll show you how to use Final Draft. Final Draft spits up this dialogue, and you simply tell Final Draft it's a script. Click, and it takes 1-2 seconds of thinking, and Final Draft will automatically turn our output into a script. Slug lines, action lines, character names, and dialogue perfectly formatted and ready to go. And just like that, you can go from an outline to a first draft in one sitting using the talking draft method. I have 2 pages, 2 minutes of screen time. It took me 2 minutes to think of, and I am off and running. That is the magic of the talking draft method. Enjoy.